Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Z-Man Monday. And it's a very special Z-Man Monday because we finally got the bait wall behind us. Man, it has been 7 long months living in Memphis at St. Jude. Super thankful for all the great care that St. Jude has given my daughter and my family. But it is good to be home and have this beautiful bait wall behind me so we can do our Z-Man Mondays again. So today on this video, I wanted to talk about a brand new bait that Z-Man came out with this year at ICAST that I was really excited about because previously in 2023, Z-Man came out with a brand new swim bait design that's a line through swim bait design that I thought was spectacular. I've caught a lot of bass on it, but it was designed for saltwater fishing. It was called the SHADTRON LT. Got it over here. Okay. So the SHADTRON LT, obviously shaped like a mullet. This is kind of a weird color, you know, for bass fishing. Midnight Express is the name of this color. It's a little purple and black. Anyways, really revolutionary line through design. So the line through system in this thing is super cool, and essentially you've got this single top hook here that works really good around brush and stuff. So it actually, because it's a top hook, comes through cover a lot better. But it really locks in place. I just think it's the best line through system on the market. And then, you know, after fishing the SHADTRON, having success, obviously I wanted a more bass fishing specific swim bait design, something that isn't in the shape of a mullet, but more shaped, you know, anatomically correct for the type of bait fish species we see, like threadfin or you know, a gizzard shad. So Z-Man heard the call and they answered that call. And what they came up with is the SHADTRON LT. And not only, we got cobwebs in here in the shop, not only did they answer the call and create a shad profile swim bait using a similar you know, line through system, they actually improved on it. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to open this up for the first time. This is the first one that I got. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is the 4.5 inch version, which I think is going to be awesome all around swim bait. But it comes in a 6 inch too. So you got a little bit bigger bait, you know, which is more comparable to, you know, this size SHADTRON LT. Another thing, when you buy this bait, don't throw away this clamshell. You want to keep that thing. Keep it with you. It's a great way to keep your SHADTRON, your swim bait, or SHADTRON, sorry. Keep it nice and straight. You know, you don't want to have that kinked tail. So keep your clamshells always. But let's get this thing out and I'll talk about it a little bit. So, all right, come on. All right, so first off, made of Elastec. It's a special Elastec blend or formula. So it's a little bit, you know, a little bit stiffer, but still ultra durable. It's going to last a long time. As far as the line through system in this thing, okay, the line through system very similar to the SHADTRON LT. Okay, so you still have that top hook option. Okay, that locks in place. See, there's not hardly any movement on it. And when the fish bites, it'll disconnect and the fish does not have any leverage to throw that hook because that heavy bait is no longer attached to that hook. So you can use the top hook. The top hook is, like I said, excellent for round cover. If I'm trying to like slow roll it through a brush pile or something like that, very easily done. It doesn't tend to roll as much. And so that top hook is really good if you're fishing around cover. If you're fishing for bass that are maybe short striking, maybe you're fishing for spots or smallmouth that just have a harder time getting a bigger bait in their mouth, choking it down, then here's the special thing. Not only do you have the top hook option, but there's a little Y, okay? There's another channel that goes down on on the bottom here. I don't think you can see it on the video, but that little channel allows you to put your line through that bottom channel and put a treble hook on the bottom here, okay? So that is super cool. And as you can see here, at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, there's a place to hang a treble hook. Not necessarily. This right here is essentially two little eyes here that form a clip. So I don't have a treble hook sitting here. I got all kinds of terminal tackle, but essentially when that treble hook is out here on the belly, you can clip it into those in between those two loops, and it'll hold firmly. So like a lot of swim bait companies, they'll put like a little magnet or something like that. But here you have that clip that will hold that treble hook, make it a little bit more seamless, and hold it against the belly so it's not just flopping around there. So super well thought out line through system that I think is the best by far I've seen on the market. Another thing we have to talk about with the SHADTRON LT is the tail. That was the thing that really got me excited about the Mulletron LT, because I'll be honest, I'm from California, so I've known about wedge tails for a very, very long time. You know, Huddleston's back in the day were all the rage back in California, and they had that wedge tail design, you know, and so wedge tail is not anything new, but I didn't realize how versatile the wedge tail was. You know, I always thought that it was just a tail design you just had to really slow roll, or else it would just start, turning. The swim bait would just start rolling on its side. When I started fishing the Mulletron LT, I found out that you can burn it as fast as you want, or you can slow roll it as, boring slow as you can possibly handle. And it just has, the perfect action, and it doesn't roll, which I was super impressed by. And I caught a lot of fish doing both, fast retrieve and a slow retrieve and everything in between. So that wedge tail creates a lot of really good natural action. It doesn't overwork this bait. It's not like a paddle tail style that really just makes that whole bait wiggle a ton. To me, I think it's more natural than a regular boot tail style swim bait tail. So really, really good tail design on there. And finally, I mean, the overall profile of this bait is spectacular. It looks exactly like a threadfin or gizzard shad, okay? And I think that is super important, especially for swim baits. If you're slow rolling it, you want something that is very realistic and looks exactly like the forage that you're trying to imitate. So overall, really impressed by this bait. And another thing about it is that it actually comes in two different sink rates. You've got a fast sink rate and you've got a slow sink rate. And so that is another big feature of this bait. So you can really fine tune your presentation. I mean, with swim baits, it's all about fine tuning and getting it exactly right. And Z-Man is allowing you to do that. I'm going to have to give a big shout out to Jose with Z-Man. He's the guy that's really putting out some really cool bait designs recently. And so kudos to Jose for putting out and designing this awesome swim bait system. So anyways, guys, just wanted to show you that for Z-Man Monday. Obviously, I mean, I guess I did go through a couple different rigging options. You got the belly option, and then you got the top option for both line through. So anyways, guys, really think this is going to be a great swim bait for a lot of different situations and more versatile than just a regular big swim bait. I think this is, especially the 4.5-inch version, you're going to be able to throw it in a lot of different scenarios that you normally wouldn't even think you could throw a swim bait in. You're going to get more bites. I think it's a bait that you can throw in a tournament and not just be hoping for 1 or 2 big bites. You can actually catch your limit on it. That's my take at least. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It is so good to be home. Thank you guys for all the support throughout this whole year. And, you know, if you do enjoy this content and you want to see more videos just like this, make sure that you consider hitting that subscribe button and also using the affiliate links that I have in the description below. All of that is super appreciated. It's a great way to support me, you know, doing all this content and sharing, you know, fishing info, tips and tricks. So make sure you consider doing that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you out on the water. Make sure you trust the process.